Noah Presgrove was a handsome, athletic 19-year-old from Comanche, Oklahoma, which is located just south of Oklahoma City, in the middle of the state. Noah had recently graduated high school in the spring of 2023 and was waiting for his cousin to do the same the following year so they both could enlist in the Marine Corps together and serve their country. By all accounts, Noah was a ladies' man, standing at 6'2" with an athletic build. In high school, he was a four-sport athlete with American football and wrestling among them. His family also says he was adventurous, kind, and very much a jokester who would happily play pranks on his family. Last Labor Day weekend, the first weekend of September 2023, Noah was deciding between attending Rocklahoma, an annual 3-day hard rock and metal festival held in Pryor, Oklahoma, with family members, or attending a 4-day Labor Day weekend bash and 22nd birthday party of a friend. Noah considered going to Rocklahoma, but changed his mind when the family members he'd be attending with said they didn't think it was a good idea for Noah's 16-year-old friend to join them there, since they didn't know this friend's family and Rocklahoma is big for consuming alcohol. With that, everyone went their own way to celebrate the holiday weekend. The Labor Day and birthday party was for a female friend of Noah's who was turning 22. It had been advertised on Snapchat, even containing the address, so quite a few people were expected to attend. Noah drove himself to the party on Saturday and by all accounts enjoyed himself. He did text his family member who was at Rocklahoma and express regret at not going with them. But it doesn't appear that this put too much of a damper on his attitude at the house party. After spending Saturday at the birthday girl's house, Noah returned home Sunday, probably to freshen up and take care of any outstanding errands or just check in with his grandmother with whom he lived. Also, Noah's car was leaking from the oil pan, so it sounds like part of the reason to return home was to leave it there so he wouldn't have to worry about it. There are two stories about what happened next. The first is that one of Noah's friends picked him up from his house on Sunday, but took him to a truck stop so he could grab some food from the Sonic there. Oddly, the friend who took him there says he left him there, and Noah was then given a ride to the party by the birthday girl who had to come pick him up. The other story is that his best friend picked him up from his house and took him directly to the party, leaving him in the driveway. Either way, Noah was back at the party on Sunday, and according to those present, was very much enjoying himself. There were videos from the party showing Noah and his friends doing guy things like the slap game, where two people try to slap each other across the face as hard as they can, just macho, drunken, teenage guy things. There was also video from the party of the guests playing classic party games such as beer pong. With all the drinking going on, some issues were bound to arise. A confrontation happened between Noah and his best friend. Noah had been in a corner with his best friend's girlfriend, and apparently they had their backs to everyone else while talking. The best friend took exception to this, and an argument ensued. Luckily, it did not become physical, and they made up shortly after, but this event with the best friend and his girlfriend is important for later. So here's where the mystery comes in. Early Monday morning, after 2 a.m., the guests say that Noah was upset about something and that it might have had to do with sleeping in either the birthday girl's or her mother's bed. One of them either heard or saw Noah attempting to sleep in their bed and demanded that he go on the floor. This apparently upset Noah so much that he said he needed to go out for a walk, completely drunk, very early in the morning. The guests say Noah was wearing his best friend's shorts, we'll get to his clothes later, and could only find one of his shoes, so he grabbed another shoe lying around the house and took off out the front door. The house had a half-mile-long driveway that then went out to US 81, a major north-south highway that runs for over 1,200 miles through the central US. At 3:41 a.m., a friend of Noah's posted a weird Snapchat, a photo of a girl at the party smiling, with the caption, "Well, Noah's missing." This was the last Snapchat posted by any of the party-goers after days of constant videos and pics. Around 5 a.m., a semi-truck driving along US 81 saw something he believed to be a body lying on the shoulder of the road. After driving past, he became concerned and turned around to confirm what he saw. By the time he got back, 2 other vehicles had stopped in front of the lifeless body of Noah on the shoulder. He was completely naked, wearing only 2 mismatched shoes and curled up in a fetal position. He appeared to have blunt force trauma to the back of his head. He had small scrapes on his left shoulder and left hip, and his fingertips on both hands were reported as being shredded down to the bone. Noah's front top and bottom teeth had also been knocked out, and they were found scattered at the scene. There was no blood found at the scene other than a small amount around Noah's injuries. Very concerning was the fact that there was no writing on his body anywhere, not on his torso and not on his buttocks. The shorts Noah was wearing were found folded up next to him. The people at the party said they must have been knocked off when he was hit, which obviously does not make sense. Around 6 in the morning, with the police already notified by the people who found Noah, all Snapchat and social media posts from people at the party were deleted. His friends and acquaintances at the party say they have no idea what led up to his death, and they were unaware of it. The police did not search the house because they said Noah wasn't found there. They did eventually conduct a mass interview with all the partygoers. During this interview, Noah's best friend's girlfriend, the one that led to his first confrontation, told police she had never met Noah. She had wiped her phone so completely that even her boyfriend's number had been deleted. When the guests were asked about Noah being naked, the girl said they gave Noah a shower, but Noah's mental state at the time, whether mildly drunk or completely inebriated, has been an area of dispute among the guests. Some say he was joking around and being himself while being showered. Other accounts state that he was barely conscious. Noah's clothing he wore to the party that night has never been located. Police were told that after Noah showered, his clothes were dirty, so he wore his friend's shorts. There is a rumor that his best friend's father found Noah's shirt from the party, which was then cut up and distributed to the party attendees as a memento. In addition to this event with his shirt, there is also information that his best friend's father had some of Noah's teeth in his pocket. He stated he accidentally picked them up from the crime scene. It's worth stating that this particular individual has been on Noah's family's Facebook memorial page for months, arguing with others on there. Just very odd behavior from an adult father whose son's best friend died mysteriously. But on this same topic, none of the party-goers or their families have ever visited Noah's family to express their condolences. Never once. Since Noah's friends and others at the party said they didn't know what happened, the police had their work cut out for them. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol obtained a geofence warrant covering a 1.5-mile radius around the party house. What they found was a bit disturbing. Around the time it is believed Noah died, 2 phones were traced as having left the house heading to the location of his body. After briefly staying there, the 2 phones returned to the house. People at the party told a private investigator hired by Noah's family that they went out looking for Noah in the UTV or Gator that Noah and his friend had been on earlier. If they had really done this, they would have found him, since the phones were at the spot Noah was found. It has not been released who exactly this was. Also revealed when police searched phones was a video of the birthday girl and her sister on their front porch, screaming at each other about Noah leaving the party. It is believed that this could be relevant. The Texas Rangers also became involved due to the fact that 2 men at the party were from Texas. It is not known if these men are persons of interest. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol also quietly issued a warrant for a black pickup truck believed to have been used to dump his body, but it is unknown why they are looking for this particular vehicle. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol has unequivocally stated that this was 100% not a hit and run. The medical examiner's report released on Monday, May 13, 2024, stated that Noah died from multiple blunt force injuries, but listed the manner in which this happened as unknown. His report also detailed extensive injuries to the teen's upper body, including 10 broken ribs, serious skull, neck, and spine fractures, internal bleeding, brain and organ damage, and cuts and grazes all over his body. The autopsy also revealed air in both his cranial cavity and spinal cord, extremely rare conditions only caused by massive head trauma. The family has heard rumors that a golf club from the set in his best friend's truck may have been involved, but nothing else has come of this. The family has engaged with a private investigator who did uncover previously unknown information and gave that to the police. They have also said that there is much more which has not been publicly released and that the search of the phones did uncover good information. Also, according to the family, some evidence has been covered up or lost, and that the day after the party, the birthday girl's house and property reeked of bleach. Despite this, his family says good things are going on behind the scenes, so with all of the above information, it doesn't seem to be a stretch to say that someone from the party knows something. It is my personal belief that this case will be resolved, but I think 3 things will have to happen: time, pressure, and guilt. At some point in the future, someone from the party will feel guilty, or media pressure will get to them and they will talk. Unfortunately, it may take some time unless the police uncover new evidence sooner. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. See you soon, and remember, stay vigilant and stay safe.